Travel light with me, I'll carry you to heights you've never been. All through jungles, over oceans laced with sorrow and with pain. Pollyanna leaves a man with hope, a dog that's gone insane. Pollyanna, oh, run away with me. Help me know I need to grow to be the man I ought to be. Pollyanna, oh, be as happy as can be. You and me, 2 dogs, 5 kids, will grow a whole new family tree. So when Pollyanna saw him there, she tried hard to go slow, but his heart opened wide and she got inside till the spark began to glow. Like the sun that's always sure to rise to bring the break of dawn. Pollyanna, she lit up your life, but when you woke up she was gone. Pollyanna, oh, run away with me. Help me know I need to grow to be the man I ought to be. Pollyanna, oh, we'll be as happy as can be. You and me, 2 dogs, 5 kids, will grow a whole new family tree. And when Pollyanna loves a man, she sure does do it well. Runs all through his blood like heavy drugs, a bat right out of hell. Knows when passion's hot and flames are thrown and only he gets burned. Pollyanna loved him once, he knows, but never will return. And Pollyanna, oh, run away with me. Help me know I need to grow to be the man I ought to be. Pollyanna, oh, be as happy as can be. You and me, 2 dogs, 5 kids, will grow a whole new family tree. And Pollyanna, oh, run away with me. Help me know I need to grow to be the man I ought to be. Pollyanna, you must have been sent from above. Be my wife or end my life, 'cause you're the only one that I love. So I used to have a friend who always listened when I whined, and another who would hold my hand as we silently passed the time. And I always knew just who to call when I needed a laugh. And my mother, when I was younger, gave me comfort in the bath. And I was happy having lifelines by the pack. The one who had today's best news and the one who cracked my back. But when you and I met up, we both agreed that you provide me with everything I need. There was the friend to call for board games on a rainy day, and I'd always know to count on for dinner and a play. After mundane days, she was the one to help stir up the night, and he'd always have my back if there was ever need to fight. And I was happy having lifelines by the reel. Still, I'm better now, I have you here to know just how I feel. And the downsides came as no surprise to me, 'cause you provide me with everything I need. And I can't pretend that this exists for everyone around, but I do thank God most every night for this love that I found, and a friend that I can count on to never leave my side, to stay with me in bed today and in 60 years as I die. You're my life, my love, the the air I need to breathe. In fact, you provide me with everything I need. So lovely and us fall. And the rooster knows when the need for him goes, because she's such a clever hen. The pig messes his hay before he goes on his way out of the torn and tattered pen, but she screams amen. Well, I'll start a life alone in a cabin in the hills, and work through all this disbelief with therapy and pills while you pay my bills. Summers by the sea, winters in the mountains. In the springtime, tulips grew outside a happy home. But in the 35th fall, this union fell apart. After all this time together, now where do we go? Well, I'll start a life alone in a cabin in the hills, and meditate these days away, taking deep breaths until I've worked through all this disbelief and can leave it all behind and find myself at last alone now. With this peaceful mind, I've got myself at last alone now. With this peaceful mind, peaceful mind. Together go along our ways to find independent routes for women unsure in these days, when one can build her home and breed alone. And as sure as we can, we still may find a guilty pleasure in the comfort of a man. There's always room for nature's comfort in the warm arms of a man. So now I've got my life alone in a cabin in the hills, but I've left the door cracked open now with warm pie on the sill, and an open mind about your kind, and hope to find a friend and to start a nice new story. This one with a happy end. I'll start a nice new story. This one with a happy end. Just one. lost and alone after years of dream-filled sleep. And though her world was full of ideas for endless fun, she stopped and starved on pause, unable to choose one. Miles away, miles and miles away, from Gaberdine. Walking on a path of silver trees, only to find out later it's just the other side of the leaf. Passing purple flowers to the top, we found a sign of a creative mind in a spiral design of rocks. And as we came down from the mountain, we stopped along the way for a picnic in the sunshine up against a bale of hay. And that crazy Spanish man passed by and yelled buen camino to lovely Juliet and young handsome Romeo. And as we arrived at the bar and the others gave you a wink, 'cause hay on my back and a piece in your hair made us laugh 'cause we know what they think. And we both know nothing happened, but I kind of wish it had, because sometimes things are more fun when you're bad. Now in a hotel room back in France, bonjour, we only have a few hours to sleep 'cause my train leaves at 5:24. Lying on separate beds with clean white sheets, you talk too much about the fungus on your dirty smelly feet. But still somehow I can't help drooling at the body of a man with arms so strong and beautifully bronzed from a pilgrim's tan. And I know I should remind myself that all that's not enough. You're still a boy, so I fall asleep, although now it's more tough. And in the morning as I roll away from you and the whistle blows, you blow a kiss that misses my lips, and from here on out, who knows? Because although nothing ever happened, I know we both kind of wish it had. Because sometimes things are more fun when you're bad. Sometimes things are more fun when you're bad. Sometimes things are more fun when you're bad. To celebrate the fast pace of a wind through oceans wide on an earth we can circumnavigate. We've all got something to do and somewhere to be. White rabbits with clocks run through a city that doesn't stop. And when I do, I can't help think, God, what's wrong with me? Adventures and loneliness and lessons in patience, knowing the best is yet to come. But in this time in our lives, I don't wanna compromise what's still fun. Watching the birds fly and wondering why we die, when there's so much here to be done. And in the port in Barcelona, tonight is where it's begun. A world race for one. This November, I set sail to celebrate. This notion of having a powerful mind and living in reality we create. And so I try hard to keep my head out of my ass, far enough to see it's not much greener over there on my neighbor's tuft of grass. And though it's hard in times of wandering empty streets, in Girona with a company of pigeons up above, and I just felt one of them shit on me. Adventures and loneliness and lessons in patience, knowing the best is yet to come. But in this time in our lives, I don't wanna compromise what's still fun. Watching the birds fly and wondering why we die, when there's so much here to be done. And in the port in Barcelona, tonight is where it's begun. A world race for one. World race for one. My gift's a waltz for Christmas cheer and hope for 5-part harmony. A song to sing about nothing, to pass time on this Christmas Eve waltz. Sung for us all to family, please raise up your glass. And know it's tradition to drink with a mission, ending up totally smashed. Damon came far with his guitar and southern authentic moonshine. Walter sings loud, a father who's proud, and broke from his bean strip last night. Christmas Eve waltz, sung for us all to family, please raise up your glass. And know it's tradition to drink with a mission, ending up totally smashed. Let's give a hand to our host Gran, the mother maker of all. Guffy and toes know how it goes, sneaking brownies and hidden rum balls. Christmas Eve waltz, sung for us all. To family, please raise up your glass and know it's tradition to drink with a mission, ending up totally smashed. Kristen and John came, our Washington's new flame, their first Christmas husband and wife. Also indeed to Sean and Reed, now 2 years of legal love life. Christmas Eve waltz, sung for us all. To family, please raise up your glass. Know it's tradition to drink with a mission, ending up totally smashed. Christmas Eve waltz, sung for us all. To family, please raise up your glass and give thanks for our blessings, because family's the best thing we have as another year's passed. Gaberdine breezes and corduroy bears, the little boy follows along. Crab apples turn to white, almost ripe pears, and dreams of locked doors turn to songs.
Lie back, your worries will leave you. Slow down and try to unwind. Remember the times under mother's warm covers. You know they're still there somewhere not far behind.
Gaberdine breezes and corduroy bears, the little boy follows along. Crab apples turn to white, almost ripe pears, and dreams of locked doors turn to songs. It's the point in the day when the eagle meets the osprey, and the knot in your back makes you give in. Minds melt round here after 5 under misty moonlight, shining on the river, shining on the river.
Lie back, worries will leave you. Slow down, try to unwind. Remember the times under mother's warm covers. You know they're still there somewhere not far behind. Lie back, worries will leave you. Slow down, try to